Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 23 of my 24-day Bookish Yoga Challenge. I can't believe we are almost here to the second to last day. So for today's practice, I'm in a holiday themed colors. So I've got my green shirt. I have my red ho-ho-ho pants on, my green sparkly toes, and I'm in the Christmas mood. Today is baking day and crafting day. And so I have a book recommendation that is perfect to really uncover the magic of the holiday season. And we're going to work a little bit. I wanted a strong flow today, especially one that could help with digestion and circulation, because I know over the next couple of days, I'm going to be eating things that I probably don't typically eat. And I know I'm going to be sampling the baking that I do today. So for today's book recommendation, and remember, we do have a festive book calendar with one book for every day of the month, including the Hush Week that comes after the holiday. So today's book, it is a heart warmer. It is called The 13th Gift by Joanne Hoist Smith. And this is actually based on a true story. So one year, unexpectedly, Joanne lost her husband and her family was devastated. They were having a hard time pulling themselves together, rallying their family together around each other, and the holidays were coming. Joanne wasn't really sure what she was going to do, how she was going to manage, and how she was going to keep her family together. Suddenly, 12 days before Christmas, each day, a wonderful gift started appearing on the family doorstep. No name, no description of who the person is from, except a true friend. And so every day, one gift kept appearing, and the family started to come together to rally around these gifts. Who was thinking of them so much? Who knew them so well? Who was caring for them in this way? As they tried to figure out the secrets of who those 12 gifts of Christmas were from, the family started to heal, I guess, at the very beginning stages, to come together and to understand the true meaning of Christmas. It is not your typical Hallmark holiday read that I have shared here for light and fun reading. It is a deep, beautiful book that, yes, has themes of loss and grief, and yes, has themes of family and hope. So that's The 13th Gift by Joanne Hoist Smith. Now, as I mentioned today, I wanted a practice that would get me going, that would have me work a little bit to make up for the amount of frosting I'm going to eat when I'm decorating Christmas cookies today. So we are going to begin today in a wide leg child's pose. We're going to open up that front body, give our belly some room to breathe and move and digest and flow. So knees as wide as the mat, come back and sit on your heels, and then stretch those arms forward for a nice good morning opener. Nice deep breath in and deep breath out. One more deep breath in and really sink into that mat. Deep breath out. Let's make our way to table so we can head right into a cat-cow. Drop that front body down, look up, breathe in. Really stretch that front body out. And as you exhale, pull up, round your shoulders, drop your neck, push away from your mat, and feel the stretch on your back body. Deep breath in, drop that front body, feel the stretch on the opposite side of your body now. And deep breath out, reverse and pull it on up. One more time. Deep breath in. Look up. And deep breath out. Exhale it out. Let's push our way back up into down dog and just pedal our feet. Now today I am making sugar cookies with frosting, my absolute favorite. I am making that wonderful Chex Mix, not with the Worcestershire sauce, but the one with the white chocolate and the M&Ms and the cashews and the pretzels, and we're able to make it gluten-free, which is wonderful. Drop those heels down, take a deep breath in, And then step your way slowly all the way to the top of your mat for our first flow. We're going to flow a couple of times today. I want a little bit of heat, knowing what's coming. Halfway lift, bring those arms, deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold, bend those knees generously and roll yourself slowly to the top. Deep breath in, arms up overhead. Deep breath out, flow those arms right back down to where we started. Forward fold, knees can bend generously if you'd like. Straighten those legs, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold all the way down. Bring your hands to your mat, step back into downward dog. All right, let's start with that right leg. Bring those toes just a little closer together. Right leg comes up and straight. And then bring it all the way through to a low lunge. Just hang here for a minute, get your bearings. Make sure your positioning looks good. Ankles under your knee. You might rock back and forth on those toes to give those a little stretch. Place your left hand down on your mat and go ahead and bring your right arm straight up. A little twisting today for that digestion and circulation that I am hoping for. Let's bring your hand back down to frame your leg and simply come back in a downward dog. We're going to ease into this flow today. Toes together, heels apart, deep breath in, left leg up, and then bring it on over to your low lunge, finding your footing on this side. Knee over ankle. Maybe rock back and forth on those back toes, straighten that leg the best you can. Deep breath in. Exhale, right hand comes flat to mat, and let's lift that left hand high up, twisting to the sky. Deep breath in. And deep breath out brings our left hand back to the mat and back to down dog. This time, let's go ahead and hop our way to the front of our mat, forward fold. Keep those knees bent. Halfway lift, deep breath in, bring those arms up, flat back, and fold all the way down. I'm going to keep bending my knees a little bit here to the mat. Roll it on up, inch by inch by inch by inch by inch, and shoulder roll at the top. Let's flow. Arms up overhead. Exhale, float it all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, brings us all the way down to the mat. Hands on the mat, back to plank, and back up to down dog. Let's add on to that. So let's bring that right leg straight up into the air. And this time, as you come through the lunge, let's hover our knee and really pull it up to our chest to get us working just a little bit more. And now let's drop that into low lunge. You may have to reposition yourself a bit depending on where your foot landed. Drop that left hand flat on the mat. Twist. Breathe in and out. Bring that right hand down on the mat, drop that knee, and let's pull that front leg back straight. Can't talk today. And fold over that straight leg. Oh, it feels so good for me today on the back of that hamstring. Deep breath in. And deep breath out brings us back to that low lunge. Knee comes up. Adjust yourself and come all the way up to a high lunge, arms overhead. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, cactus those arms behind you, really opening up. Deep breath in, arms up overhead. And exhale brings us back to that low lunge. Both hands on the mat. Right leg comes back to meet the left. Back up to down dog. Let's make our way to the top of our mat. Forward fold. Clasp those elbows. Rock a bit from side to side. Drop those hands down on the mat. Straighten those legs. Come on up to halfway lift. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, back down, hands down to the mat or around your ankles, wherever feels good for you. Bend those knees, and inch by inch by inch. Come on up. A couple of shoulder rolls. Let's repeat that on the other side. So, deep breath in, arms up overhead. Deep breath out, swoops us all the way down. I'm going to keep my legs straight, hands to the mat, forward fold. Arms come up, flat back, halfway lift, breathe in, and exhale, back down to the mat. Hands come to the mat. One little tiny plank position, and back up to down dog. Let's go ahead and repeat that sequence. Bring those toes slightly together. Left leg comes all the way up. Now remember, before we set it into the lunge, we're going to hold it, bring it up to our chest. Hold, hold, hold. Feel that strength. And go ahead and bring it down to the mat. Again, you may have to reorient yourself a little bit depending on where that landed. So we're in that lunge position. Go ahead and drop that right hand down to the mat. Twist. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Bring that hand back down to the mat. Bend that that right back knee. Unhook it and then pull yourself all the way back. Straighten that left leg and fold it on over. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Let's bend that left knee to come back to our low lunge. Knee comes up. And let's get ready, get situated. Feel that solidness underneath you. And let's come up into high lunge, arms overhead. Deep breath in here. And as you exhale, cactus those arms back. Deep breath in, arms up. And as you exhale, bring yourself back to lunge, hands to the mat. Left foot comes back to meet the right. Up for downward dog. And then hop to the front of your mat. Fold it on over. Grab those elbows and hang. Bend those knees generously if you'd like. Keep them straight if you're able to. Deep breath in. A deep breath out through your mouth. Fingertips come to mat. Roll them on up your legs. Halfway lift, flat back. All the way back down. Exhale. Grab your hands around your ankles. Pull yourself a little bit closer to feel this stretch deepening in our repeated flows. Bend those knees and inch by inch come back up. Shoulder rolls. Gonna just tighten the ponytail a little bit here. Feel that heat? It's exactly what I hope for this morning. All right, so let's do another flow. Come back in a downward dog to move on. Deep inhale in, arms up. Exhale, flow it all the way on down. Hands to the mat. Halfway lift, flat back, breathe in. And exhale and bring it all the way down. Both hands come to the mat. Step to plank. And back up to down dog. Now we're going to do things a little bit differently here. We're going to add on, but we're going to switch positions. So right leg nice and straight all the way up. Bring it in, hover just a bit. Set it down on the mat. Reorient yourself a little bit. Nice, proud, open chest here in this low lunge position. Drop that left hand down, twist it on up again. So lots of twists here. Lots of twists for digestion and flowing and circulation. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, come back down to that lunge. Now from here, we're going to drop our left foot down, the arch down, and we're going to come in to a warrior two. Readjust yourself as needed. Knee over that ankle. Put some pressure into that outer edge of that back foot. Breathe in. From here, flip your palm. Keep the legs where they are and come back to a reverse or peaceful warrior. Deep breath in and deep breath out. As you exhale, bring that right forearm to the top of the right thigh and stretch that right arm up and over your head for a nice side stretch. Put some weight into that forearm. Push your shoulder away from your ears. Feel the strength. Breathe in. As you exhale, come back up to warrior two and flip it for one more peaceful warrior. Breathe in. And as you exhale, cartwheel it all the way back down to that low lunge. Let's bring that right leg back to meet the left. Plank pose. Scooch just a little bit forward. Drop down for vinyasa or for upward dog. Breathe. Back down to the mat. Toes underneath. And back up to downward dog. Make your way to the top of your mat. Changing up our flows just a little bit. Halfway lift. Flat back, breathe in. And exhale all the way back out, forward fold. See if you can grab those ankles again and move yourself a little bit closer. Bend those knees, roll it up inch by inch by inch. Shoulder roll. Deep breath in, brings arms up overhead. And deep breath out. Flows us all the way back down to the mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale it all the way out, back down to the mat. Plant those hands back to a plank position and back up to a downward dog. Let's repeat that on the other side. Toes a little close together, heels apart. Left leg now comes up nice and straight. Bring that left leg in and up to your chest. Hold, feel that strength, that power, that energy. Bring it on up to a low lunge. Readjust as you need to. Breathe in. Plant that right hand down in the mat and go ahead and twist it up. Deep breath in and deep breath out. As you exhale, bring that hand back to the mat. Pivot your foot down onto the mat to bring us up to warrior two. Again, position yourself, changing your position, adjusting as needed. We want that left knee over the left ankle. Put some weight into that outer right foot. Arms nice and strong. Breathe in and out. Flip that forward left palm. Keep the legs the way they are and come up and over for a peaceful warrior or reverse warrior. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, deep breath out. Come on over for a side stretch. Balance that left forearm on the left leg and bring that right arm up and over. Feel everything opening up, giving those organs some room to move. Deep breath in. Push that forearm away from your leg. And deep breath out brings us back up to warrior two. One more peaceful warrior. Flip that palm. Come back up. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, cartwheel it all the way down. Front leg comes back to meet that back. Left meets the right. Scooch forward just an inch. Come all the way down to the mat and push yourself up for an upward dog. Roll those hips or rock those hips back and forth. Nice and quiet. Flip those toes back on the mat. Push yourself back up to downward dog and make your way to the top of the mat. One more round, a little bit different this time. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Pull yourself a little bit deeper to that forward fold, whatever that means to you. Oh, that feels good to just stay there for a moment. And now bend those knees and slowly drag it all the way up. Shoulder roll. And let's go ahead and just clasp those hands behind our back, grounding our shoulders down. It's go time for the holidays, which means our to-do list might be creeping up on us with only a few days left. So let's get those shoulders away from those ears and open everything up. Release, and let's flow. Deep breath in, arms up overhead. As you exhale, swoop those arms, bring everything down. Breathe out. Breathe in, halfway lift. And exhale all the way back down. Hands come down to the mat, back to that plank position, and back up to downward dog. Now we're going to change things just a little bit here. So let's bring that right leg high up into the air. Go ahead and squeeze it in like normal. But this time, we're going to come up to our lunge, and rather than twisting here, we're going to come up into our high lunge right away. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, prayer hands and twist so your left forearm is resting on your right bent knee. And put a little oomph into those prayer hands to really push that shoulder back and those nice proud chests. From here, we're going to come back down to low lunge and come back up to warrior two. So hands back down to the mat in that position. Drop the arch of that left foot. Roll back for warrior two. Stay here. Feel that strength. Feel that heat. Flip that front hand. Come back up to that familiar peaceful warrior. Breathe in. As you exhale, back to that side reach. Breathe out. Back up to warrior two. Flip that hand for one more peaceful warrior. So lots of flowing today, lots of movement, lots of strength, lots of twists, getting that digestion going. Bring that right leg back to meet the left. Hover just a second in plank here. Now go ahead and lower all the way down. Up to an up dog. Breathe in. Flip those toes back to downward dog. And then hop your way to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Breathe in. Halfway lift. Exhale. Pull it all the way down. Bend those knees. Ragdoll it up. Shoulder rolls at the top. And now clasp your hands again, but this time change the thumb that's on top so it is the odd one, the one that doesn't feel quite so natural. Deep breath in this position. No to-do list while you're here on the mat. Let those arms go. Deep breath in, up overhead. And exhale it all the way back down. You know the drill by now. So let's go ahead and halfway lift, flat back, inhale, and exhale all the way back down. Hands go to the mat, back to plank pose. Hold that for just a second. Feel the strength. And back up to downward dog. Scooch those toes a little bit closer together. Left leg goes up high and straight behind you, three-legged dog. Bring that left knee in. Feel that strength again as it holds for just a second. Get that leg into position, but again, we're not staying here. Get that nice grounded feeling beneath you, and then come up, high lunge, arms overhead, and sink in. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, prayer hands and twist it over to the left. Right forearm lands on your left leg. Really put some pressure into those prayer hands to lift the chest. Get a nice position of your spine. Feel that energy. Breathe in. As you exhale, back to lunge position. Drop that right arch. Come on up for a warrior two. Adjust yourself as needed here. Find your footing. Find your grounding. Let's go ahead and flip that palm back up to peaceful warrior. Deep breath in. As you exhale, left forearm to left knee, right arm stretches overhead. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Let's make our way back up to warrior two. And one final peaceful warrior. Flip that front hand and come on back. You just feel everything opening, circulating, maybe even digesting. Back up to warrior two. And let's bring it all the way back down. Bring that left foot back to meet the right. Hold that plank for just a bit longer. Scooch forward 1 inch. Drop down to the mat. Unhook those toes. Upward dog. Breathe. As you exhale, scoop those toes back under you. Make your way to downward dog and hop it to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe out. Deepen it wherever you can. Bend those knees and bring it all the way back up. From here, let's take a deep breath, arms overhead, and sink in to chair pose. Chair pose is always such a powerful position for me. I can feel the energy in my legs instantly. Let's go ahead and bring our hands to prayer position and twist. Left arm comes over that right knee. As you sink into that chair pose even more, press those prayer hands together. Feel the twist. Breathe in. And as you exhale, come back to stand, arms up overhead. Breathe in. And exhale, prayer hands, and twist to the other side. Right forearm comes over left leg, prayer hands. Nice strong prayer hands position, pushing them together. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. As you exhale, go into a forward fold. Heel toe, your feet apart, and come down into Malasana. We're talking about flowing, about circulation, about digestion. Just getting in this position, opening them up, taking the hunch, the arch, or no, I'm sorry, not the arch, the hunch and the, what's the word I want? I guess it's just hunch, where we're kind of hunched over and sunk into our bodies. We're pushing everything back up and opening to give our body space to breathe and to move. From here, hands to mat. Let's push ourselves back up into a wide-ish leg forward fold. And then just step back to down dog. Widen your legs though. I don't want a typical down dog. I want your legs a little bit wider than you're used to for some stability. Nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring that right arm to touch the left ankle. If you can't get there, that's okay. Just reach in that general direction so that you feel a twist in your body in a slightly different way. Breathe in and breathe out. Right arm comes back, and let's do that with the left. Deep breath in And as you exhale, left arm comes to right ankle. Or again, just reaches in that general direction. You feel this in your twist, so we're getting all of those digestive organs. You might feel this in your low back, stretching, strengthening, opening up. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your arm back to the mat, sink those knees down, uncurl those toes, and come back into a very well-deserved child's pose. Deep breath in here. And release. Deep breath in. And release. And last breath, deepest breath you've taken today. And release. Just stay in this position, breathing normally for about 30 seconds or so. Let your body soak up the nutrients of what we just did. Slowly make your way back to an upright position and then twist back into Sukhasana. Oh, I feel like I'm ready to bake. I'm ready to sneak some frosting. I did some work. Everything is up and moving. Let's take one more deep breath in Sukhasana position. Deep breath in and exhale, hands to heart. I hope you enjoyed this more flowing, energy-based, let's get things moving kind of practice today as we gear up for the very last push of the holiday. As a reminder, today's book is The 13th Gift. You can find the entire calendar in the show notes for the video. It's by Joanne Hoist, I think, Smith. And it's about what happens when a family who is dealing with unexpected grief over the holiday season is given the gift of 12 days of Christmas, where one mysterious gift arrives from a mysterious person, and the family comes together in their most heartbreaking time to figure out this unexpected miracle and the true power of the holiday. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Tomorrow is our last day. I am so excited. It's bittersweet, actually, because I've really enjoyed showing up in this way on the channel. I can't wait to share what some things I have planned for 2025 are. But since it will be Christmas Eve, I'll be arriving in my favorite Christmas pajamas. And I would love for you to grab some blocks because we're going to do a nice, restorative, gentle final practice together to get us and our nervous system ready for the holiday. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.